Let's take a look at two apps that can help with writing skills, Writing Wizard for kids and Cursive Writing Wizard. So first we'll take a look at Writing Wizard for kids. This is what you'll see in the App Store. Let's open it up. So Writing Wizard for kids is going to help kids learn correct letter construction skills for printing through tracing pre-written strokes and designs, tracing letters, numbers, and words in a fun and reinforcing way. All right. So let's take a look at some of the features. First of all, there is a very nice and robust for parents section. So if you have any questions, there's a lot of great answers in there. You can actually create different users and reports. Okay, so I can actually create new users. Notice I have two users here. We're going to work within Loki's profile. Okay. So I can do shapes and lines and drawing. Okay, so I could do those. So I'm going to click on the lines. So notice that it's going to give you a model first. All right, I can start while it's still doing the model. That's okay. It lets me do that. It guides me. Now, what if I go off track? It gives me kind of a different noise and it is actually going to track it. It's going to show where I made the errors. Okay. Notice afterwards, it shows you what to do. So if I hold down on the screen, I can actually move these around. So it has a fun little element after the child is done creating the lines. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of other features that we have here. Under the settings, so you'll notice I clicked here on the settings. I have the option to pick how big I want the lines to be, how difficult. So thicker the line, it's going to be easier to keep myself on the line. All the way down to thinner line, going to be much more difficult. You saw the shapes. Okay, so here I've got fun tigers. Let's say I switch it to being a pencil. Okay, I can pick a different color. So that's kind of fun. We'll do that one. So now, instead of having the items, I have different colors. Okay. And here, again, has some fun things. It'll show you this if you don't know how to do this, but you can move them around. So fun features. All right. I can also allow stops between the lines. I can click point validation on or off. I can have the drawing on the model only. I can show the model or not show the model. Let's show that one for a second. So here, if I have it on show the model, you see the dots in here. If I take that off, then I'm actually not going to have those dots in between. So that would be a way to make it a little bit more difficult as your child learns what they're doing. I can change the tracing speed as well. Okay, so some great features in there. All right, so let's go back out here. I want to show you another thing. There's two different modes. There's free. So this is just I'm free writing, I'm free drawing, or I could actually do reinforcement. So now let's say I'm going to do the my drawing. Now, when I finish, I'm actually going to get a star. So this creates sort of a token system. Okay. So that might be really reinforcing for your child if they enjoy that. So notice I have shapes. I have letters, and notice I can do sounds. So it gives me some different options, the letter name and the phonic, or just the letter name. So I can pick which one I want. And I could actually record my own letter sounds in here as well. So that's another option. Okay. If I don't, it's going to give me going to show me, and then I can draw it. Okay. All right. So those are my letters and sounds, capital, lowercase, numbers, words. So there's actually words that you can have in here. So they have different word lists that you can look at. So 3-letter words, working on B, D, and P, which are often confused, looking at different upper and lowercase, holidays. So you also could import your own list if you wanted to. Okay. All right. All right, so import list, I was just working too fast. So I could do an import list, I could export the lists. So you can actually kind of interplay in and out of this as well. All right. In my settings, I have a lot of different options. I have font options. I have a left-handed mode. So if your child is left-handed, how long they can take to play the game, the appearance of all the features. I can actually disable, let's say I don't want my child to do shapes. I could disable it and now it's grayed out. I can't click on that. Okay. Um, Sounds. So the sound options you can turn on or off if your child doesn't like that or do like that. You can actually create parameters around when they get the stars in the game. So lots of different options you can play with within this, okay? The last feature I'm going to show you in Writing Wizard for handwriting is the worksheets. Okay, so in the worksheets, I now can click on a worksheet that I want created for those 3-letter words. Now this actually gives me, it's actually, I believe, an 11-page worksheet. Now, I can't do anything on this, but I can export this. So I can send it to myself in Messenger, or I could send it to my email. So I can actually create those word lists if you want to use it on paper. Okay. And you can actually create your own list as well. Lots of great features within this. Now let's take a look at, we had Writing Wizard for kids. Let's look at Handwriting with Wizard, or Cursive Writing Wizard. Okay, so this is what you'll see if you open up the App Store for Cursive Writing Wizard. And let's go ahead and open that. This should look very similar, okay? Except now we're going to be looking at cursive letters, okay? So you can see the difference here. Everything else is exactly the same. You can use all the same features across the different settings. So all of those options are still here for you. A great way to work on writing skills as well as some literacy skills too, in terms of reading and the sound identification, letter identification, and things like that. Again, you have your parent app here, a parent button with lots of great features. Got a cute little pinwheel in the corner. But again, just, a way for you and your child to work on some of those writing skills. Hope you enjoy both the handwriting wizard and the cursive writing wizard.